players are ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. Connex 5 getting week 6 of UTPL kicked off. Oh, quick rocket by Reeve. Again, we're starting with Snatch versus Reeve in this duel portion of this matchup. We're going to start with duel, move over to team deathmatch next. Snatch answering the early aggression by Reeve. Oh, but Reeve finally picks him off and finishes him off to get that first kill. Possibly a second here if we can hit one more shot. Snatch, though, so smart, knowing exactly how much health his opponent has, trying to get a conversion kill himself and going right back up on top. So a quick start by Reeve. Snatch keeps his cool. And we always say this, not just getting one kill in duel, but converting it into another, giving him the lead. Just about a minute into this one, already 3 frags on the board. Both armors are going to spawn basically simultaneously in about 5 seconds. So you see both players still kind of jockeying for position with it. Snatch going to dive right down on it, puts himself between his opponent and the shield belt. Reeve, though, in a tricky spot. Nice defensive piston to make sure. Oh, almost got comboed there. He's going to have to make a decision now to try to steal. It looks like Snatch jumps up top, tried to steal that 100 armor. Reeve gets a little bit of damage on him, but at least positioning now. Tables have turned for Reeve. Reeve going all in with that flat, trying to protect himself. He's so weak right now. Snatch is going to guess he goes left to those health packs. Reeve backing up into the 50 armor. He actually is surprised, I think, that Reeve didn't cut him off there. So a bit of a lucky break there by Reeve, who was in a pretty tough spot there, but Snatch guessed wrong in that 50-50. Letting Reeve get right back up to health, and now he's in decent position to engage here. See that shock ball just trying to turn Snatch away, and these shock primaries by Reeve are really keeping him in the game right now. Snatch was able to hit a couple quick ones early on to get onto the board and take that lead with another follow-up kill. And now Reeve manages to actually beat Snatch over to that shield belt. So again, pushing him away. I mean, Snatch there actually had the advantage. Could have pushed in there and taken that belt if he wanted to. But with that lead, playing a little bit more conservatively. And Reeve, despite not even having far north of 50 health there, I think he had exactly 51. There you go, 3 shock primaries, 4 out of 5 there. You see Reeve right now just on fire with this hit scan aim that's really been giving him a chance to take control of this game. Question is he going to convert it into an actual kill and get on the board here? So Reeve's just on the hunt. He's got complete control of the map. Huge health and armor advantage. He's on fire. He's hitting everything, but at some point this has to turn into a kill. And there he goes, all in with the rockets, diving straight at his face. Not able to get a follow-up kill, but does tie it up and maintain control of that shield belt. 100 armor is up. Snatch looks like he's just gonna throw some flat balls down there. Be happy to get away with the 50 armor, but now Snatch gonna have a little bit of an uphill climb ahead of him because Reeve's been taking control of this map while he's been running around. It's took him about 2 or 3 minutes there to regain control. But really on the backs of those shock primary shots, like we see right there, just those twitchy peak shots. He's just been winning those duels. Snatch actually knocks him forward with that combo. This could be trouble for Reeve. He's going to be on the run. And there we go, the finishing blow with that shock primary. Snatch has to be a little bit careful here as he's not super high on health. He's going to be at 100 over 12, but that's going to allow Reeve a chance to get that 100 armor. Now we're going to see a fight over this 50. Oh, a huge combo though by Snatch. And another follow-up sniper shot. Snatch just comboing the weapons down to 34 health as Reeve. And here's Snatch's opportunity to go up by 2 yet again. And just like that, Snatch turns it right back around. Nice rocket there by Snatch. Made that look easy, but he anticipated him. He basically spun in a circle and then hit that rocket just perfectly. If he misses that rocket by a couple degrees, he's either going to completely whiff or damage himself. And then the follow-up sniper shot, just impeccable. Snatch showing just how quickly he can turn these leads around. Reeve was on top, had the map under his control. Snatch was able to just sort of wait it out, wait for Reeve to make a mistake or wait for himself to hit a couple key shots. Did it, and then now has spun 3 more kills off in a row to take the lead, pushing him back again with the combo. And now Reeves the one that's going to have to figure out where to take risks here. Try to take control back of this one. We're halfway through, and Snatch now winning the shock juggle contest between these two, winning those duels. That's why we see him on top by 4. So plenty of time though for Reeve to get back in it. Let's see what it looks like from his perspective. Just looking for an angle. He was so effective with the shock primaries earlier in the match. Looks like both players still able to keep all the key weapons in their hands. Not a whole lot of weapon denial. And there's a 200 damage shock combo coming out right onto Snatch, knocking him back down to a 3-frag lead. But Snatch able to spawn opposite side of the map from him, so Reeves not going to be able to convert this into another kill. He may try to deny that shock rifle. Looks like he's more interested in keeping the armors under his control. Nope, there's the shock. That could be key if he can relegate Snatch to using like rockets and sniper, which we've seen him get kills with already this game. But if you're the only player with a shock rifle that gives you a key mid-range advantage, that's how we see a lot of the fights in this map happening. Ooh, going for the turnaround combo, misses it, eats a rocket, and now Snatch with the health and armor advantage. You see how quickly Snatch got up to 125 over 100 despite being killed. It's just a sign of keeping his composure. He knows he has a 3-frag lead too, so it's not like he has to panic. All he has to do at this point is survive, but Reeve continues. Looks so good with that shock rifle. And there's the follow-up rocket. Saw him turning the corner and just waiting. It looked a lot like Snatch's rocket on Reeve actually from earlier in the match. Just waiting and waiting till his opponent lands, throwing off his timing, then hitting with the rocket. Oh, misses that shock primary. He really wanted that one. Had it lined up. And this is that point where Reeve's going to have to decide when to go all in. He does it right now and goes down to the link. And that's going to be a big problem for him with just under 3 minutes to go now. Reeve is going to be running out of time soon. Oh, sorry, y'all. Thanks for telling me the webcam was on. I was trying to get the cat in here. Couldn't coax him into it. We'll get that going if we can convince him to join us. But meanwhile, we see Snatch with another link gun kill and putting it up by 6 with 2.5 minutes to go. That might be the one that puts it out of range for Reeve to come back here. This is going to be a best of 3, of course, for the first point in this matchup. Ooh, running out of shock ammo there is Snatch. Had a big combo lined up, couldn't finish it off, and there we see the key. You can control that weapon. You're not only controlling the access to the weapon, you're controlling access to that ammo. Oh, and the rocket to sniper follow-up. That combo by Snatch has worked so well this game. Looking like he's playing Quake here sometimes. Nubik Rubik, yeah, due to some scheduling conflicts, they're going to start with Duel this particular matchup today. The other matches will start with TDM, to my knowledge. But they will play all of the matches, just going to be in a slightly different order. Reeve getting in Snatch's face, taking him out, shredding him with that flat cannon. Still a 6-frag lead, though, with 1.5 minutes to go. So Reeve's going to have to just basically blindly dive at Snatchers. Another kill, still down by 5. Finds him off the spawn again, but Snatch takes him out with that Enforcer. So he saw Snatch there, knowing exactly where he was going, meets him at the health pack, body blocks and basically just boxes him out. Taking him out with the Enforcer shots. But with 1 minute left to go, both players getting kind of uncharacteristically aggressive, but I think this is basically just an extended warm-up at this point. We know map 1's going to go to Snatch. He's gearing up for map 2. Oh, and Snatch. The single Enforcer bullet to end it. So 13-5, we ended. It was really back and forth for the first half of the match. Then Snatch got on top, ran off a few kills in a row, and then Reeve kind of ran out of time at that point. He had to turn on the aggression, and that's such a risk there. Snatch made him pay. Taking map 1. You know, one thing I'm curious about there, we saw Snatch with the quick switch over to the Enforcer. Does he have Enforcer bound to a specific button? I know that's sort of a, you know, if that's one of those weapons, that and I think Bio Rifle, probably the least bound weapons in the game, if I had to guess. Alright, and we're gonna see map 2 on Leah here just now actually, so buckle up, y'all. Alright, here we go, 3, 2, 1, and it's game time, baby. Kinex 5 with map 2. UTPL week 6, we just saw Snatch taking ASDF, looking really sharp. Reeve had the lead, had control a little bit, so we know he can take control over Snatch. In fact, this looks a lot like the beginning of the last map, but Snatch, of course, so experienced, kept his composure, waited for his opportunities, and then was able to rattle off a few kills in a row and really run away with that one in the end. Both players extremely low on life here. One shot's going to get a kill. It looks like Reeve's going to try to back up and get that 50 armor and that health. They finally spawn. We might see a big fight over the shield belt here that may determine who gets the first blood here. So we're going from ASDF. Ooh, as rockets coming out, pushing him away. Flakball does minor damage, but it looks like Reeve's going to be okay backing up and getting to that 100 armor. Doesn't want to engage into those rockets. Oh, Snatch eats a rocket. Nice patience there by Reeve. Waited 2 or 3 seconds, knew exactly what he wanted, which was that shock rifle ammo. So Snatch is going to have to back up and regather himself. Still has plenty of time until the next 100 armor. Reeve actually putting himself a little bit out of position. He's going to grab those health files, gets up to 120 over 100. Snatch gets a few of his own, and now he's going to be in between Reeve and that 100 armor, so he knows it's his to grab if he wants it. He also knows that he had, at the time, had 100 armor. Reeve pings him with that shot primary right after he grabs it, so unfortunate there for Snatch. If he had been shot a split second before, he would have been right back up to 100 armor instead. Backing up and now perhaps just trying to set up an ambush at this shield belt. Oh, the nice peek shot going up the lift. Catching Reeve from behind, and this is going to be trouble for Reeve. There's that link gun coming out. Rockets coming into his face, but oh, there's the rocket to finish him off. Only down to 43 health though, so Snatch has to be careful here. Reeve can definitely finish him off if he can catch him with a link gun or a stinger. Instead, Snatch back up to 93, so that's smart play right there. Not leaving himself vulnerable for the follow-up kill. Reeve just raining down rockets, and that's actually something I wanted to touch on, is Leah. A bit of a different gameplay style compared to ASDF. Of course, you're going to see a lot of mid-range shock battles, but flak and rockets can be absolutely tide turning on Leah. One big rocket juggle can take someone out pretty much no matter how healthy they are. We might see that come into play. We saw a couple of good rocket to sniper combos coming out from Snatch on ASDF, but see Reeve already throwing rockets all around the map. You can keep your opponent guessing a lot of times. If you can catch him on the side of the back with a 3-pack of rockets, you can definitely explode them in a hurry. And now you see Snatch being his typical methodical self, just hanging out on that shield belt, not even worried about challenging for that 100 armor because he's just not interested in it. Now both of these players being extremely careful, just waiting to get that first shot. You saw Snatch just wanted to tag him as he left that 100 armor room. Didn't hit this shot. Reeve answers with a shot of his own, but Snatch, after soaking up so much health and armor, still plenty of resources to work with. See him going for the follow-up with the kill, but Reeve able to circle back around, basically completely juking him there. Does give up that 100 armor area, but not really gonna matter here. Ooh, and there's some rockets coming in by Reeve. He's jumping right in his face. He's got him down to 42 health. This could be his chance to tie it up. Defensive rockets by Snatch, waiting for that belt to come back up, and that belt's so critical. Smart play there by Snatch, knowing the timing of it exactly. Reeve now down to 24 health. He's got to be careful if that link gun turns the corner. With Snatch behind it, he could be going down too. Nice rising sniper shot. Can't get the falling one to finish him off, but down to 12 health is Reeve, and there it is. Snatch just waiting for him to peek his head out. And not only getting the kill there by Snatch, but taking very little damage in the process. And now he can be aggressive here, getting the follow-up kill. There it is, up 3-0. Just about halfway through this one. Yeah, the suggestion in chat, I mean, I actually would like to see here Reeve. He's been trying to get in Snatch's face with rockets. Like to see him push that issue a little more and actually maybe break him down with some link gun a little bit. Maybe I'm not necessarily saying go all in, but if he can get in his face and make him a little bit uncomfortable. Snatch is at his best when he's just running around the map, keeping his crosshair trained on you. If you can get him to turn around, go find some health, got a much better odds of getting in his face. And right now, Snatch also out of shock ammo. Could play a factor here. He's going to try to keep Reeve at bay, and Reeve, ooh, following him up. They're trying to follow up on him with that shock combo. Down to 6 health, though, so. Reeve has to turn around. Snatch picks up the shock rifle and, more importantly, some ammo. And now he's going to be able to push him away again as we reach the 4-minute mark of this one. Reeve's still down to 31 HP, waiting for that 50 armor health to pop. Meanwhile, Snatch perfectly content to just circle the map. Try to ambush him at one of these health bubbles. Ooh, missing the combo. That could give Reeve a chance at the shield belt here. He does. So Reeve down to 35 HP, but 150 armor. Trying to catch Snatch sleeping a little bit there. And Reeve being extremely aggressive with 35 HP. So Reeve now has the shield belt, has 100 health for the first time in a couple minutes. Oh, and there we go. Eating that flak ball, taking him right back down to 70 over 70. He's running out of time though here, so he's gonna have to try to take his chances and get something. He's been looking for some initiation damage, maybe an early combo or something to then push the issue. Can't seem to get it. Snatch has had the health and armor lead for seemingly the whole game, and you see him just turning him away with that combo. Oh, and there's a big rocket down there, another one, doing about 100 damage between those two. Snatch down to 81 HP. Back up to 100, but Reeve with 150 armor can take this fight. Oh, misses the follow-up sniper, gonna change to rockets. Reeve eating a rocket by Snatch of his own, making him pay, and that's so difficult whenever Snatch gets you in a situation where you are basically predictable. That's kind of his game, just making everything as easy as possible for himself. You see that smooth control there, just basically trying to herd Reeve around, giving Reeve no opportunities except to run right into his crosshairs. And it's a perfect example right there, just waiting on him to land. Ooh, and there's the link coming out. Eats a rocket though, so Snatch now down to 9 HP. This is as weak as he's been all game. Reeve waiting for him to peek his head out. Can't get the shot off. So he'll get himself a shield belt, but this is pretty much where it has to happen for Reeve. He turns the corner. Oh, he actually guessed right and didn't realize it. He was face to face with Snatch. Didn't realize until after he had already turned the corner. There's one shot on him. If he can hit him with the follow-up, as he's dodging these flak balls left and right. Misses the shot to his side. I think that was the shot Reeve wanted right there. And Snatch, as he's been doing all game there, just completely anticipating. Has no qualms with standing still for 2 or 3 seconds, just waiting to time a shot. Did it again there, turned Reeve away once again. Reeve has had no luck chasing him down through that rocket corridor every time he does that. Snatch is just dropping flak balls right on his face. Oh, missing the rocket, and Snatch with the bait. You see the good games there. Over aimed on that flak primary. I mean, perhaps a little bit of a juke by Snatch to finish that one off. So SAS taking the first point in this one. We'll switch over to the brackets to give you a quick view. So again, we're playing this one a little bit out of order. We're going to do duel first. So we've got Reeve versus Snatch. We just saw Snatch winning that one. Now we're going to have Anzuoff versus Slay down at the bottom here. And then I believe we'll be heading up. And I'm not sure if we're going to do this in full reverse order. Go 2v2 and then 4v4. Or if we're going to jump into 4v4 after duel. But we'll find out. But right now, Anzuoff versus Slay is going to be coming up next. Well, looks like Slay is still in a practice game, so someone might want to let him know that we are ready to get that going. Looks like that one just ended, so expecting to see that hub popping up here shortly. I guess while we're at it, let's take a quick look at the standings. We peeked at them before. These are your Season 1 rankings. Of course, we have Saints and Sinners #1, getting every possible point. All-Stars, they're only dropping 2 points, so those are going to be your #2, or #1 and #2. And then Crowd Control here, a little bit behind, but still in a pretty solid third place. So #1 versus #3 right now happening. Should be a pretty good game. You can even look down here and see the Challenger Division. Give them some love. You'll see them playing mostly on Saturdays, I believe. And of course, if anyone's interested in UTPL, I believe there are mumblings of a Season 2 happening next year. I don't have any official details on that. Just hearsay and conjecture at this point, but definitely start looking if you're interested in playing. Get your team together. All right, it looks like we have a hub up for Slay versus Anzuoff, jumping in there right now, and we should be getting kicked off here in just a moment. Okay, so it looks like we're doing 2v2 next due to, again, some scheduling conflicts that they're having to work around. Here we go. Okay, there's the hub. So repeat hosting that one. We'll jump into there. Looks like another version of Codex. All right, we're gonna try to get Codex re-downloaded. We'll be back with you in just a moment. Alright, map is installed. Joining the server right now. We're going to double check that we've got the a matching version here. It looks like there are no spec spots in this server. All right, looks like we're trying to get some spec spots in this server, so bear with us. We'll be jumping in here shortly. You can see we do have Fragim and Wolverine, who've been playing the 2v2s for SAS all season against Repeat and Connect. Should be an intriguing matchup there. And we're bringing you that in just a bit. So I'm going to throw you back over to that intermission screen, so you got a little bit of music to listen to while we're waiting for this spec spot situation to get sorted out. So we'll be getting right back into it in just a moment. All right, we are in this one. Looks like we're going to be on Codex first. Get a quick look at that scoreboard. So running this in a little bit different order due to some scheduling conflicts. We just saw Snatch taking the duel to start off this matchup. Now we're going to have 2v2 TDM. And then from there, I think we're going to do the second duel and then 4v4. Doing it a little bit out of order this matchup, but it doesn't exactly matter. I mean, it's all going to be the same point system. And right now, 1 point to nothing for SAS, who continues to be perfect on the season. So of course, DM Codex, a nice meshed version of an old school map. Good to see some fully implemented remakes here. And here we go, it's game time, baby. Connex 5 here with the first 2v2 of the day. Got SAS versus CC on Codex, bringing it back. A map that fell a little bit out of favor after UT99, I think mostly because of the movement changes of later games. Just didn't quite suit it. Ooh, Repeat getting stuck in that water down there. Tough place to get out of. You don't really want to be spending too much time down in the bottom of the map. This is where you want to be, this 100 armor room. This is where a lot of the fighting is going to happen in this match, especially 2v2. There you see the shock versus Link. Link putting so much pressure by Fragim. So we'll try to give you a view there. You see that 50 armor and some health bubbles at the bottom. Up top in the middle of the map is where that shield belt's going to spawn. This is quickly accessible by pretty much anyone in the map. Oh, and getting that just in the nick of time. Connect's getting away with 7 HP. Wisely goes to get back up to health. Still going to be somewhat weak, and there you go. Back up to 100. You have those health bubbles and rocket launcher up top. And this is going to look down on that 100 armor area, so I figure he's going to be either looking to grab that or looking to get into position for this amp that'll be spawning right around the corner. You see that? The amp with the lift. And there's the lift jump up to it. Puts you in a very vulnerable position. You see shots going up over it. Repeat's actually going to follow him up and get it and get that full amped flak. So right now, CC making a strong statement here to get started, but still down to a 3-frag lead. They don't want to give SAS any room to work with. The headshot followed by the amped flak ball. Hundreds of damage instantly. Getting the kill, but Wolverine chasing him down. And we're going back and forth. Fragim has a little bit of amp time here, but more to the point, shield belt just got grabbed by Repeat. 100 armor will be spawning soon. Would be shocked. You don't see them heading. Oh, big flak there, and nice. Teamwork as we've seen all season. Fragim down to 15 HP, but Wolverine able to watch his back and protect him. We're gonna head over to Connect's side. He's chasing down Fragim. And this isn't a huge map. It's one that we saw played a lot in Duel and UT99. Just to give you an idea of kind of how condensed it can be. Kills coming out all over the place, so there's not a lot of room to work with. If you get low on health and someone's chasing you down, you have to be very careful not to get pinned into a corner. We have Amp and Belt spawning at about the same time. Belt's going to be much easier to get to. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So we see these teams making their way over from that 100 armor area. See fighting down low. Connects goes down up top. Only a 1-frag lead now for CC, and that 150 armor going to Frag M. We do have an amp up as well. I think that was the first power-up, if I'm not mistaken. And the second one now, so SAS asserting some control over the power-ups with the full flat primary. This is one of those old school maps that's a little bit closer quarters than some of them. Ooh, and that stinger up close. It's gonna give Wolverine a chance to get the double kill. There it goes, tying it right back up. But yeah, the close quarters nature of this map means you're gonna see a lot of flat primary just like that one. Shredding people instantly. Ooh, and a big combo and Wolverine dropping down. The follow-up primary. Still a 2-frag lead here for CC. Only about a third of the way into this one, though. Oh, and the headshot by Repeat. Answering right back. We saw Frag M get saved by Wolverine in a similar situation earlier. Another shield belt going to Repeat. Frag M kills himself in the process. So things going all CC's way the last minute or so, getting control right back. And all of the last power-ups now going to CC after SAS fought their way back into some semblance of control. But now a 4-frag lead. Wolverine finds himself being double-teamed down there. He wisely uses that lift to get away. And now Connects is going to be set up in this room. He's got 13 seconds till 100 armor. And then 10 till amp. So he might just be going straight over to the amp. We'll follow him over the shoulder. You see him cutting off SAS from the side. It's, again, great teamwork. You can really zone people out on this map. And CC's doing a great job of that so far. Amp's coming out. They've got a little bit of time before the 100, or before the shield belt. Ooh, dangerous move there by Repeat, diving into a shock rifle. Might decide to back up. It looks like he's going to be content to just basically hold on to this amp. Oh, never mind. Gets the kill on Frag M. We do hear that shield belt taken by Wolverine, though. So SAS grabbing, I think, was only their second shield belt of the game. Yeah, so we're 3-2 on shield belts, 2-1 on amps, and more importantly, the amp time largely in CC's favor there. But the double team over that 100 armor, it looked like he did grab it. Wolverine's still running around with 150, so he can be as aggressive as he wants to be here. And you see the chase down. This is what I was talking about. The map folds in on itself. It's very compact. So if someone has you in their sights, It'd be very difficult to escape. And there's more flak primary coming into play. Flak maybe more important on this map than... Oh, another headshot by Repeat. Absolutely on fire. Let's see if he's got any... Shooting about... Actually shooting better with the shock than sniper rifle. We've seen a couple key headshots already coming in for both sides. And up to a 5 frag lead for CC. We are 5 minutes into this one. That can disappear so quickly on a small map like this. Amp's going to be coming up soon. Let's go get a camera on it to see who's in position. Frag'em misses the jump. Doesn't look like anyone from CC is in position, though, to challenge, so he's going to get a free, untouched grab of the amp, and that's going to be problematic. Ooh, as CC tries to hold them out of that 100 armor room, but you see both SAS taking huge damage as they try to storm that area. Still lots of time until that next 100 spawns, so wouldn't be surprised to see a fight happening. Oh, there you go, over the amp area health packs. Still 20 seconds till the belt, too, so this is kind of a curious amp run to go on. Anticipating where your opponent's going to be because there's no obvious places for them. So a couple of kills there. SAS, oh, with another flak ball, but Repeat hands him a rocket in exchange. We call that the barter system. But still down to a 4 frag lead. You see that belt getting grabbed. Wolverine all over it. Getting the kill. Oh, and you get him stuck in that stairwell. It's so dangerous getting stuck in these tight areas where you're in a basically a 90-degree turn and got people waiting on either side of you. Give you a quick look at the scoreboard to get an idea of what we're seeing. Oh, Repeat barely ekes out that kill before going down himself. Connects on a killing spree, but he's down to 30 HP. More to the point, though, Wolverine with that amp gonna have a chance to try to cut this lead down. 100 armor going to frag him, so SAS asserting full control of this map now. Oh, huge amp combo there. Teammate with the kill from the side, Frag'em flanking him. And Frag'em grabbing that shield belt, so SAS doing a much better job controlling this map. And you see that shock rifle spawn right in there with the 100 armor, so another key to holding that room kind of in between the other power-up spawns. Another assisted kill there from Wolverine and Frag'em. Cutting it down to a 4 frag lead. Just about halfway through this one, so still plenty of time for either team to really make a run. Oh, and Connects finally goes down. Wolverine knew exactly where he was. One more shot, though, will take out Wolverine. He's got to be careful if they chase him down with a pistol. They could get that revenge kill. And shield belt is up. Nobody waiting on it. Wolverine goes up to grab it, slides right underneath the shot, but he's still pretty low on health. We'll follow him along as he goes over towards the 100 armor room, but yeah, down to 2 HP now. If they get one more shot to take him out, they don't seem to realize it. See him trying to help frag him out from a distance with a long range. The patience with that combo, saw his teammate go down, went ahead and comboed it, had nothing to lose, gets the kill. And another headshot by Repeat. We see that up top on the top left kill cam or kill log. We do have amp spawning, so the last couple power-ups, neither team really in position for them ahead of time. And it looks like Wolverine completely untouched, grabbing that amp without anybody challenging him. Oh, kills himself in the process, so that amp's gonna be on the ground. Connect spawns there first. Only 50 HP, but he's got an amp sniper rifle. Ooh, Wolverine takes him out and grabs the amp for himself. Right now, this amp just relaying. That 100 armor is gonna really help him, though, as he tries to cut further into this lead. Oh, and the amp's headshot. 2 in a row. So CC gets that shield belt, but not gonna do him much good, as Wolverine just erases their health with that amp sniper rifle. SAS with that, cutting it to a 2 frag lead. This is as close as it's been in probably about 5 to 7 minutes. CC got off to a quick start and was able to take a 3 to 5 frag lead and been mostly maintaining that. And they're cutting it back down to 2 as Wolverine gets the Enforcer kill. Down to a 1 frag lead now. Another Enforcer kill by Frag M. So right now, CC looking to take control. And this is what we've seen them do. This is sort of a pattern for them, is usually they're the ones with a little bit of a lead. And then the last third of the game, they really turn it on. Kind of when power-ups get a little bit messy. The spawn timings get a little bit out of sync. It's typically when SAS really asserts themselves and can run away with games rather, and pull away and end up winning by 20 or 30 when they were only up by about 4 or 5. But this time they're working from a deficit. It's a whole different feel. And there you see the spam, that flat primer coming up big yet again, up to a 2 frag lead now by SAS. And now they're completely owning the power-ups. The last 5 minutes, the control of the power-ups has gone from all CC to all SAS. And CC hasn't even challenged a power-up probably in the last 5 minutes or so. We've seen 2 amps in a row get completely, they'll go completely unchallenged. And how important that can be. And you see that already up to a 6 frag lead. This is what SAS can do when they take control of a map, is they just churn out those kills. And there you see now one of the biggest leads of the game, just like that. Connects, finally ends Wolverine's streak. He may go down himself to that link gun. Frag him chasing him down. See him baiting them, just trying to bait them to chase after him by going up that. Oh, a nice combo there. Does go down though. Frag him waiting for him with that link gun. This 100 armor is going to be spawning any second. Both teams are all over it. Repeat goes down. So SAS firmly in control of this room, and now up by 8, firmly in control of this game, as the clock's going to be on their side now. We do have an amp and a belt spawning about 10 seconds apart. Looks like Connects was in position for it, but way ahead of time. And so yeah, CC completely lost control of that amp. I think that's 4 in a row now going to SAS. And a killing spree for Frag M. And then that shield belt going to Wolverine. So look at that, 9-4. We saw, I think it started off 3-1 or 2-1 for shield belts in favor of CC. SAS completely flipping that around in the second half of this map. And much like we called it, the last couple minutes, it went from a 1 frag deficit to a 14 frag lead for SAS over probably the course of about 4 or 5 minutes. And that's just how quickly they can flip a game around and put it out of reach. We do have a shield belt spawning now. And SAS completely on top of it, as they've been the last few minutes of the game. You see Connects getting the chase down kill with the sniper rifle. But at this point, with 35 seconds left to go, this one's going to be all SAS. Despite a really clean start by CC, they were really in position. They were out-fragging him. They were getting some key shots in there. SAS doing what they've been doing all season, which is keeping their composure and really turning it on in the last 5 minutes. So counting that one down, you see the scoreboard there. So stats going to be a little off since Repeat left, but yeah, basically power-ups switching all the way over to SAS's control. I mean, CC did a pretty good job of not only contesting them, but controlling them in the first half, and just kind of transitioned bit by bit over to SAS's control, and in the last few minutes completely ran away with it. I'm not sure if they're going to rehost this hub or not. Looks like 3 of the players are in here. Fraggen might just be restarting or something. No surprise to see Focus be map 2. This is SAS's favored map. One of the originals in this game. And an original to this game. So we're going from an old school... Codex was in the first release of UT99, if I'm not mistaken. The full version wasn't a demo map, unlike Tempest, which we might see later on today in the TDM 4v4 TDM version of this matchup. But on the other side of the scale here, we have Focus, completely new to this game. Oh, I see we have a sub. So Echo coming in now. For Fraggen, we've seen this recently, just depending on the map. I think, and what's interesting is when we saw Echo come in last week, or last play week, he actually took Wolverine's spot, and they were feeding him the power-ups, giving him the amps and the shield belts. So seeing Wolverine and Echo play together will be interesting to find out kind of how they decide to distribute those power-ups. Players are ready. Here we go. It's game time, baby. Connex 5 here with map 2. This 2v2 we saw SAS with a comeback victory. They're on Codex. Now they're on their favorite map. We'll be on Focus here. And Echo coming in for Frag M. We'll see if that plays a role in things. Of course, Echo's certainly no slouch himself. Oh, and connects. And Repeat each getting the kill. So again, CC going up top early. But we saw in that last map, they weren't really able to extend that lead very far. They kind of hung on to a few frag lead for a good probably 7 to 10 minutes. And then SAS completely flipped map control, churned out probably a plus 15 or so over the past 6 to 7 minutes on Codex. Ended up running away with it in the end. So CC up 5 early on, a quick start. But again, we'll see what they can actually hold on to here. See if they can maybe extend this lead a little bit further. Oh, and the team kill there connects, taking out his teammate. That's a -1 on the scoreboard, but still a 6 frag lead. And right on top of these power-ups, we do have this amp spawning in 15 seconds. Wolverine does have those boots. So he'll be in position. Let's follow him. He's going to be in position here to grab this amp in 7 seconds. Only has a rocket launcher to work with. My presumption, yep, he's going to trade for that sniper rifle. Oh, rocket's coming in. Got a jump boot duel over that amp area. Repeat grabs it, and they kill each other with the rockets. Oops. So Echo ends up picking up that amp. We'll follow along with him now. Ooh, amped flak. He goes down immediately. Wolverine grabbing this amp. Pulls out an amped flak of his own. And a blazing start here is 12 frags already in just 2 minutes. That amp link gun, so hard to get away from. Ooh, running out of stinger ammo there is Wolverine. Interesting that it pulled out flak. It might have been an automatic switch there. If he switches to link gun, he might get a kill. But we do see SAS fighting right back into this one, only down by 2. We saw a 6-0 run to start things for CC. So of course a 6-2 run since then. In this map though, unlike Codex, it's a lot harder to really hide the power-ups from your teammates, or from the opponent, I guess you'd say. Oh, nice flak ball there by Wolverine. You notice, didn't only hit the shot, but wasn't vulnerable while he did it. Now he's going to be in position to swing around. You're going to see a shield belt spawn, but you're also going to have the amp right afterwards. Oh, Wolverine eats the goo. Belt goes to Repeat, and now amp is up. Echo's going to be able to piston up and get it, but only 30 HP. Does have an amp sniper rifle, which we saw when they played 4v4 last week, was absolutely crucial. But this time he goes down. Both SAS go down, and that amp still going to be on the ground. Repeat picks it up with only 15 HP. Might want to find his teammate. And it looks like Repeat here not going to have much opportunity to do much with this amp. But nothing else does keep it away from his opponents. Ooh, that Stinger and Link double teaming him. His teammate not in position to protect him, so tie game now. As Repeat goes down there. We do have 10 seconds till this belt spawns. SAS tends to get in position for these belts, particularly early on this map. You see Echo, oh, getting headshot. Repeat continues to be absolutely on a roll. He is feeling his sniper rifle today. I think we've seen him with, what, 4 or 5 headshots already? Oh, and the Twitch flak shot there by Repeat gets the kill off the 100 armor. Oh, eats the combos though, trying to head over to the health packs under the amp. Amp is going to spawn now. We do have some jump boots in play. But it looks like Repeat's going to take out Echo. That should get picked up. There you go. Connects with it. Amped Enforcer shots. Those are going to do 44 damage apiece. So still pretty scary. Oh, saves himself with that sniper rifle shot. And the goo shot from his teammate. Another goo shot. And 3 kills in a row there for CC. Pushing it. There's another one. Connects absolutely dominant right now. Up 7 frags. But we saw that last game. I mean, we saw that earlier this game. We see a killing spree by Connects, who's just on fire. He's going to have to continue this. They can't allow themselves to get complacent like they did last match. They were up by 5 to 7 for about 10 minutes. And then ended up losing by like 15 or so. With just a huge run by SAS to end the game. Starting this one off big, 6-0, you know. CC is so focused right now, doesn't want to give up another comeback. This, however, is SAS's 2v2 map. It's up to a 10 frag lead. About a third of the way through this one. CC's putting himself in good position. Another combo by Connects. Connects is just absolutely killer right now. Everything he does just seems to be working. His movement, his combos. We're going to stick with him for a bit. If he can get this amp, he can really go a long way towards securing this victory on a rampage now. Combo after combo. Does snipe his teammate a little bit there, but it looks like half damage. So not too big of a deal. And now amp and shield belt and a sniper rifle in the hands of Connects. And this is going to be big time trouble if you're SAS. That's a good job by Connects. Backing up out of trouble there, his teammate flanking. So not a huge amp run there, a decent amount of damage output. But mostly just maintaining to map control. So a 14 frag lead, up to 15. Another shot by Connects, looking very, very comfortable and patient. See him down to 75 HP, but not panicking there. Ooh, does dive into the shield belt and goes down instantly. Just getting chewed to bits by the Stinger and Link combination. Both players going down, so a bit of a foolish turnaround there by CC as they both kind of just ran in one at a time. Got melted down by the Link and Stingers, and all of a sudden flipping the map control around just like that. And we've seen what SAS can do when they get map control. So we'll see what happens here about halfway through the game. Exactly halfway through the game. 13 frag lead for CC, and we'll see if that turnaround, or if that moment ends up being a big turning point. We do have 10 seconds to this amp. Let's head over to it and see if anyone is in position with jump boots. Looks like Echo's going to be challenging it from below. Repeat goes down. Echo pulling out that flat cannon, taking out Connects, and again, CC giving up 2 kills over a power-up. Echo, though, down to 18 HP. So yeah, he's going to have to back up. He does just that. And this is what SAS needs to do. They've been baiting CC into diving at power-ups. They've been getting there early like they always do. Kind of a hallmark of SAS. And they've been able to get team wipes, although it's only 2 people obviously in 2v2, but they've been baiting CC into diving at power-ups and both getting double teamed one at a time. basically trickling in. And that's how they've been able to whittle this lead back down to 10. But not much happening with that amp run, so putting themselves in position here, but still plenty of time for either team to assert dominance. A 9 frag lead for CC, and they're diving right back at him, and Aiko finally goes down. Wolverine makes repeat pay though, so down to a 9 frag lead, just slowly trickling away. I think it was it 13 frags at that halfway point at 7:30. Aiko grabbing that shield belt. So the last few belts now. Let's take a look at the belts. Yeah, up to 3 now for SAS. Well, CC had been dominant early in the game. SAS has been fighting their way back in on the backs of power-up control. Down to a 7 frag lead. We're about 2/3 of the way in this one. This is about the mark on Codex where SAS flipped things around and really started churning out kills. They're in a little bit bigger deficit this time, but they do have that power-up control firmly in hand, just like we saw them do on Codex. Oh, big amped rocket comes out, taking out one. Turning the corner, taking out the other. Back to a 5 frag lead. And CC's still doing a good job of contesting these power-ups, but they're doing it in a bit of a risky manner. Every single power-up, it seems like CC loses 2 kills, and then SAS still gets the power-ups. And there you see Wolverine with the shield belt. Rocket's coming out, trying to get that kill. He had him trapped in a corner. Nice escape there by Repeat, waiting for the jump boots to go over on top of him. And that stinger puts so much pressure on you to not miss your shock primaries. But Wolverine gonna back up. Still a lot of time until the next power-ups. We do have 100 armor spawning here soon. SAS really likes to time this 100 armor and get on top of it. Repeat, though, pushing them away from it, but Connects goes down, trying to protect him. And Repeat now with 100 armor, but no weapons. And down to a 3 frag lead, not going to do you any favors. I bet you we're going to see SAS get in position for the shield belt way ahead of time. You see 13 seconds left. And Connects going down to a 2 frag lead. CC has had major trouble contesting these power-ups since SAS has started getting here 10 to 15 seconds ahead of time. We do have this amp spawning at the same time now as we see an uncontested belt for Wolverine. There's jump boots up there, so Connect's gonna have amp in his hand. This could be his opportunity to put this game away. They're back up to a 4 frag lead. Only 29 HP though, and no sniper rifle in his hands. So Connect's now back up to 89 health. Very surprised not to see him grab that sniper rifle. There's 2 shocks in a row though. Oh, another big kill. Kills his teammate as well. But still a 5 frag lead, and time is on the side of CC right now. They still have 15 seconds until this shield belt spawns. We see Aiko trying to get in there. This is what SAS has been doing. He's getting to the shield belt 10 to 15 seconds ahead of time, but now we've got a one-on-one fight, which Connects has had a hard time finding. 2 kills in a row. He does go down to those rockets, but that may earn Repeat a shield belt here. And CC with their first shield belt in quite some time. Gonna help them try to stay alive in this one. Up by 4 with 2.5 minutes to go. Heavy aggression here. You see Repeat diving right into his face. Dangerous move, but he does get the kill. And more importantly, back up to 100 HP. So a 4 frag cushion with 2.5 minutes to go. 12 seconds till this amp spawns. And this amp is going to be absolutely huge. Not only who gets it, but what CC decides to do. As you see the fighting happening across the map, CC kind of split up right now. Connects caught out on his own. He does have jump boots though, so if he decides to take that amp, again, not taking the sniper rifle, giving it up for Repeat. Repeat's been on fire with the sniper rifle, so really I guess it's a tough call at this point. Who you'd rather have sniping, but there's the kill with the shock primary. Only a 4 frag lead still, but this could be their chance to try to make something happen. Wolverine grabbing that belt. SAS. They're going to have one more amp to work with. There's a 5 frag lead now with under 2 minutes to go. CC It'll be interesting to see if they decide to try to continue to be aggressive or if they try to run that clock out, maybe be a little bit more conservative. Repeat with the snipe on Wolverine. You saw that up top, up to a 6 frag lead. And with a minute and a half to go, this is getting a little bit out of hand now. There's another kill, up by 7. Connects on a roll here. Almost down to a minute to go, and this could be the first map loss of the game here for SAS. Quick look at the scoreboard. Smart move there by Wolverine, knowing everyone was weak. Just pulling out. Oh, wow. 4 Enforcer shots in a row, though, for Connects. Aiko taking major damage now from that Enforcer barrage. A minute to go, 5 frag lead. Aiko has shield belt, but only a flat cannon to work with. Gets the big shred kill there, pulls it within 4. Amp's going to be up in 2 seconds. Oh, and Connects answers. Big answer there. Aiko and Wolverine both going down. 6 frag lead with 30 seconds to go. And short of an insane amp run, smart move there by CC. They almost need to just keep this amp away from SAS. They do extend that lead. 2 kills in a row. Connect says, I ain't missing. And that's going to put it away. So CC giving SAS a loss on focus. They looked really good at the beginning of Codex, but SAS ran away with it in the end. SAS unable to come back on this one. Up 8 as we finish this one out. And you can see, well, you can't see the power-ups. There we go. You can see the power-up differential. We saw it kind of swinging back and forth. CC definitely jumped out early, up to a 6 frag lead. Then we saw it beat 8-6 just a couple minutes later. Back and forth these teams went. And then at the end there, CC finally got control back. They grabbed, I think, 1 or 2 shield belts and 1 or 2 amps. And that really kind of surged them forward. You kind of feel like if they had kept playing another 5 minutes, SAS maybe would have made another run of their own. And who knows what would have happened. But as it is, CC ends up on top, pushing us to a map 3. So I'm curious to see if SAS decides to make a player change. I'm going to make a quick crosshair change while we're here, if you'll bear with me. Make things a little bit easier for you guys to see through the compression of the magic of the internet. Gonna give you a green cross here, nothing fancy. Curious to see if SAS has another roster change. Aiko might be coming back in, though. He might have a, like someone said, he might need to restart his game or something. And going to be very interesting. So Cannon, a very wide open map. This is going to be a map where Shock and Sniper can really dominate. And normally, I would say the SAS is in pretty good shape for that, but Repeat and Connects have been absolutely on fire with their hit scan. Anything can happen, but I gotta say, this is about as close as SAS has been looking to a 2v2 loss in quite some time. But of course, that said, I mean, we just saw, you know, Codex map 1. We thought the same thing. We thought SAS, oh, they might be in trouble. And in the last 5 minutes, they just flipped the script, turned it up, and really ran away with that one. So one of the most experienced teams in this tournament is SAS. And they're definitely not going to be an easy fight for CC to take to them. But CC has looked pretty good. They did lose their focus a couple of times and give up a couple uncontested power-ups on both Codex and Focus. Definitely, though, looked like they had some kind of a game plan on Focus to keep that from happening, because while they did lose lose control for a couple minutes there, they were able to fight their way back into it, of course, and take the win. And sometimes it just comes down to hitting shots. You can get 3 extra headshots in a game, you can maybe catch yourself out of position and make up for it. I think that's what we saw, the difference between Codex and to a certain extent. The wall dodge off the stalagmite. No, that's a stalactite. Yeah, stalactite. Sorry for anybody who's a spelunker out there. All right, players are ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. Connex 5 here with map 3, this 2v2. Seen them trade victories on Codex and Focus. Now we're going to be on Cannon. And for the first time this matchup, SAS grabbing first blood. We'll see. That gets them off to a quicker start as CC's taking a quick lead in both maps. SAS was able to flip that right back around on Codex, but unable to come away with the victory on Focus. Actually a comeback victory for both teams in the first 2 maps. Oh, rockets to the face, Repeat. Repeat's been on fire with his sniper rifle so far in this matchup, but deciding to pull out the rockets there. See Aiko finishing him up. Oh, going down to the sniper. Well, there you go. On cue. So this is an interesting map. It's mostly very wide open, but the areas around the power-ups actually get a little bit claustrophobic, so you might see people roaming around with shock and sniper out much of the game. And then once these power-ups spawn, flak and rockets will come out, maybe some prediction combos. There's a couple of clever ways you can attack these power-ups. So trades back and forth here. Neither team really asserting themselves early on. A quick lead early on by CC, but only 2 frags, so it's actually the slowest start CC's gotten in this matchup so far. Only up by 2 with a couple minutes in, or a couple of minutes into it. This is such a small, open, and hectic map, though. This could be an extremely high-scoring affair. Amp is up. You're gonna see that trap. So Wolverine trying to grab it, but of course, if he's standing on that, whenever someone shoots it, he's gonna go flying off the edge of the map. Does a good job, though. His teammate Aiko gives him some cover. They get 2 kills there, coming back up to a tie game, and he is in position. Oh, that rocket. Aiko eats a rocket right on the belt. So you have an amped shield belt to Wolverine, but a lead, at least temporarily, for CC. Wolverine there showing some sniping skills of his own. Oh, and Repeat juggling them down. So really both teams so far, we've talked about their hit scan aim and how good they've looked in previous maps, but showing the resourcefulness, being well-rounded, able to use every weapon in their arsenal. So important in TDM because you never want to take for granted that you'll have your favorite weapon in your hands. Oh, that link gun absolutely melting him, but Repeat defends himself effectively with that enforcer. Got 5 seconds till the belt spawns. You have Aiko in position. Extremely low on health, though. He's going to have a fight. Oh, and goes down. So Repeat with the smart move there. Lost the power up, but knew he was low on health, able to finish him off. Big flak primary on those stairs. You can get knocked off those stairs so easily. It's so scary when someone has rockets, flak, or even shock rifle on you. See Repeat there doing the smart move, jumping right onto the health packs, denying them from Aiko. He wins that enforcer duel, and now he's going to have dual enforcer, which is actually pretty scary. You see him grabbing that. Oh, he gets launched off the map, trying to dodge off that stalactite. Oh, he goes down. I think he actually cratered, so he made the jump properly, but ended up taking fall damage, and that amp's going to be up still. Aiko grabs it. He gets taken out, misses the jump, and that's going to get gobbled up into oblivion. No amp run for you. We do have a shield belt spawning, though. There's another grab, though, but extremely low on HP, so connects this time. Grabbing it, getting away, straight over to that health pack. It's just so hard to feel comfortable in this map. There's so many angles you can get shot from no matter where you are. You can get knocked off the map multiple ways, including that cannon. Oh, smart move there by Connects. I saw him pull out the rockets and then duck behind a wall. So using that travel time to avoid taking any damage. Big combo to the back of Echo. So nice teamwork here by by CC. We're used to seeing it from SAS with the flanking and the double teaming and teammates turning the corner to save each other. CC showing a little bit of communication skills there as well. And Connects looking extremely sharp with his combos. We actually saw some really great combo work from Connects on Codex, but of course they ended up not able to hold on to the lead on that one. Nice movement through the map. Eats a couple combos, but does grab that shield belt. Now he's going to have to defend himself, though, because Echo just waits for him to fall down. Nice patient shooting there by Echo. Amp's going to spawn, and we're going to see Echo in position. He has to be careful, though. Repeat can knock him off the map, and there he goes. Echo trying to get the fall-away sniper, but he becomes chum, and this time Amp going to go to Connects. Only an Enforcer in his hands. Shock rifle's not up. Might just wait for it. There it is. Just in the nick of time as SAS going to be turning that corner any second. So a bit of cat and mouse here. Connects waiting for the opportunity, gets it. Takes out both SAS players. Clearing that power up for his teammate. 5 seconds, actually might be clearing it for himself after getting 4 quick kills there with the shock rifle. Connects. Putting his team up by 7. Not even halfway through this one, though, so definitely don't count SAS out. And both players looking so comfortable. That position in the map, that lower shield belt area, can feel so claustrophobic. If you're not used to fighting there, you can very easily rocket yourself into a face, run into a corner. So both players looking very comfortable in the map. Oh, Connects. Echo just chasing him all around the map, hitting him from every direction. Repeat with another headshot on Echo, though. So, down to a 7 frag lead. We're approaching the halfway point of this one. CC once again, for the 3rd map in a row, putting themselves in position where they want to be with the lead about halfway point. But right now you've got Wolverine over there grabbing that shield belt. He might be able to make his way over. If Wolverine can grab this amp with that shield belt, this could be absolutely huge. This could be the opportunity SAS needs to pull right back into this one. Ooh, missing the shot on Repeat. Has to be careful. His teammate actually almost hitting him as he crosses that cannon. He's waiting for his shot. He actually got a couple shots here that he wanted. Repeat artfully dodging him, just waiting for that amp to run out. Oh, and there's the shot. You saw him go up that jump pad. That makes you such an easy target. So Wolverine only able to get 1 kill, though, with that amp. Still an 8 frag lead for CC as we have now passed the halfway point of this map. Oh, big combo coming up, taking out Repeat. Almost took out his teammate as well. You see the patience just waiting. Connects does grab it, but he's going to be way down to about 24 health. And Echo finishes him off. 2 quick kills there, so all of a sudden back down to a 5 frag lead. We'll follow Wolverine for now. We do have 100 armor up. That's going to get taken by Repeat, but no weapons in his arsenal, so this is going to be another chance for Wolverine to chase down a spawner and get a kill. And Echo finishes him off. Down to a 4 frag lead. Answers, though. Does Connects. Connects again, just running around that map with that sniper rifle. Feeling very comfortable. We saw those rockets head towards his face. He's going to try to back up there, but oh, forces the issue. Does Wolverine, but 3 snipers in a row by Connects. That was actually a really dangerous position. Chase down opportunity there. Comes up short. Echo with the amp, though. Let's see if he decides to circle around to this shield belt spawning right now. And CC's all over, but they got to watch out for those amp combos all over the place. 90 damage on connects. He does grab the belt, but gonna have to get back healthy before he can fight anybody. Coming down to the last third of this map, Aiko desperately looking to make use of that amp. Doesn't get a whole lot of damage output from it, and that's something CC's been doing a good job of, is whenever they lose control of that amp, neutralizing it a bit by just avoidance. Oh, but Aiko, relentless with the chase down. Complete confidence in his shock primary aim right there. Able to hit that shot. He's down to 9 health though, so repeat with the revenge kill. Back up to a 5 frag lead, and we are at the last third of this map. Give you a quick look at the scoreboard. We do have shield belts spawning any second now. Pretty even on belts, but amp completely in SAS's favor. And another belt for Connects. We'll go on board with him. Getting ready for this next amp in 15 seconds. SAS is just, it's sort of a tricky power-up to navigate on this map because, again, it's a trap, right? If you grab it and the enemy team shoots you, or shoots the cannon down there, you go flying off the map, so bit of a tricky power-up to navigate. SAS has been doing a better job of it up to this point. Still plenty of time to go. Oh, and you see Connects missing that jump, and that's kind of what we've seen all game, is it looks like SAS just a little bit more comfortable making some of the interesting moves you can do to get to that. See the cover fire coming in, trying not to allow his teammate to get shot off the map. Cat and mouse game, and Connects relentless with a shock primary. He does go down, but Repeat gets that amp. And at this point, with a 9 frag lead with 4 minutes to go, Repeat doesn't really have to go on any kind of crazy amp run here. He mostly just wants to keep it out of SAS's hands. Wolverine with the kill. He goes down, though. And Connect's now going to have an amp in his hand. Amp sniper rifle. That's going to be dangerous. 2 shots in a row on Aiko, up to a 10 frag lead. And another shot by Connects. If Connects can go on another amp run in the next 3 minutes with that sniper rifle, that could put it away. Up to 11 frags, though. That was a huge turnaround right there. Getting that amp finally, making something happen with it. Big combo there on Aiko. A couple more kills coming in. And this is where SAS in this position has been able to really put games away, accelerate it, turn it from a moderate lead to absolutely running away with games. Can CC do the same thing, or is SAS going to have the capability to regroup and pull back into this one? SAS has been perfect so far in the season. 25 points out of 25 possible points in 5 weeks, on the verge, potentially, of coughing up their first round loss of the league. And Connects right now on a killing spree. Not giving up anything, grabbing that belt, waiting for Wolverine. Huge combo there, takes him out. Rockets to the face, they'll break him right back down to 34 health. And amp spawns right now, and this could be the most important amp of the matchup so far. Aiko's on top of it with an opportunity now. He has a shock rifle. This is what he wants. Down to a 13 frag lead. 2.5 minutes to go. This is what they want to make happen. Let's get their hit scan runner with an amp and armor in his hands. But now he needs targets. 13 seconds to go, and CC still doing a good job of hanging in there, staying away from the amper. You see the jump boot escape, and the rockets from on top. Repeat shuts him down, and that may be the kill that seals it. 2 kills in a row with that shock rifle, and Repeat may have just put it away with the ambush with the rockets, the double kill, and now 15 frags with under 2 minutes to go. It's going to require a miracle for SAS to hang on to this one. Wolverine does manage to pull out the kill there. Remember, they do still have 4v4 matches to take place after this, so if you're SAS, even if you cough up your first points of the season, you're still firmly in the lead, because remember, All Stars is in second place and they've lost 2 points already. So you have to keep your composure. Moving in, you still have a best of 3 4v4 and another best of 3 duel. But CC right now in good position to take this 2v2 portion of this matchup. Last spell goes to Eiko, but it looks like with 30 seconds to go, it's going to be a little too late to make a run. Amp is up. We'll probably see one more grab as Repeat finishes it off. We see Eiko with the fireworks display to end things into the jaws of death. And there you have it. CC taking the 2v2 portion of this matchup over SAS. So maybe not something people would have predicted, but honestly, not a whole lot to look at that match other than just they just outplayed them. Connects and Repeat looking extremely solid, very confident with their aim. They were able to contest power-ups the whole time, and that's one of the things we've seen when teams go up against SAS, is losing track of the power-ups. We actually saw that in map 1 in Codex when CC lost the lead because they lost track of those power-ups 2/3 of the way, 3/4 of the way into the game. They were able to flip that around on the last 2 maps, and that gets them the win. So I'm not sure if we're going to go back to the duel next or if we're going to go straight to 4v4. We'll keep an eye out on these hubs. But in the meantime, let's take a quick look at the standings. So again, you see crowd control down there. A little bit far back, only 17 points. That win right there is going to gain them some ground, and Saints and Sinners giving up a point. So they were perfect in the first 5 weeks. Not going to end up perfect anymore after this one. You're looking at that if you're All-Stars. All-Stars has given up 2 points. 2 points away from being perfect. So some big implications there. Crowd control even just taking that 1 point, and we'll see if they can do it again. They're going to have another opportunity in the other duel portion we have, which is going to be Anzuoff versus Slay, and then of course 2 4v4 maps. Each one will be its own point, so still a lot of this matchup left to play. Looks like they're going to go one-on-one, so we're going to have Anzuoff versus Slay. That match is up now. I'm going to jump in game and be ready as soon as they are. All right, looks like we are in the hub. Both players are in. So 1-1 at this point. CC and SAS trading blows. We got our second best of 3 duel coming up. And then, of course, 2 4v4 TDM maps to finish this one out. Players all ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. Connex 5 here with the second duel of this matchup. SAS versus CC. We just saw them splitting rounds. The first duel going to SAS. Up to that point, maintaining their perfect run this season. And then CC in 3 maps taking the 2v2 portion. The first points anyone's taken off CC. Still 3 more points up for grabs in this matchup. First, it's going to be Slay versus Anzuoff in this duel. Anzuoff right now with a couple of quick shock primaries. Oh, he misses that combo, trying to get the shock ball around the corner, catches him on the other side. And CC, between duel and 2v2, so many times we've seen them take the lead on SAS. But of course, SAS, team full of veterans. That are all very familiar with coming back in games, keeping their composure. You see Slay there fighting his way back into a shield belt. Anzuoff, for his part, doing a great job of stuffing the cutoff points. So the places where Slay tries to cut him off to beat him back to that armor, or maybe catch him with a shot, Anzuoff has just been spamming right down those corners. And if Slay's not careful, he might walk into another combo. And that's what Anzuoff's hoping for. Oh, the big fallen combo. Those two just guessing back and forth. Anzuoff guessed right. And Slay now has to be careful. Ooh, one shot away from death. And 10 seconds till this belt spawns. Plenty of time for Anzu to get in position. Slay looking for that ambush kill. He's going to be throwing combos up through the bottom. Times it wrong. Now it's going to be a foot race over to that 100 armor area. Not going to spawn for 10 more seconds though, so Slay actually backs up, takes that other small armor, and might be content to just soak up some vials and maybe grab himself some weapons in the meantime. Anzu trying to anticipate Slay's movement. Slay, you see him back up to 140 HP, so not too worried about giving up that 100 armor. Able to get himself back into fighting shape. Still 20 seconds until the belt spawns, so you're going to have 100 armor spawn and then about 12 seconds to get back over to this belt. So plenty of time for both players to circle back around. And Slay looks like he's going to try to lock Anzuoff into that 100 armor area, maybe try to catch him leaving. Try to ambush him with a combo. Instead, he's going to try to beat him now. It's a bit of a foot race over to this belt. Oh, the big combo from underneath. Slay taking huge damage, but does walk away with that shield belt. Oh, and Anzuoff had him lined up with a combo, missed it. Slay's going to try to make him pay now. The first time in a while, has a pretty significant health and armor advantage over Anzu. Oh, the patient sniper shot there, lines it up. Anzu still looking reasonably healthy, but you see just shot after shot, whittling him down, taking down that armor. I was going to dive after him with that link gun. He needs one more shot to finish him off, though. And you see the cat and mouse game here. Both players just sitting across from each other in this map, daring the other one to be the first one to dive through. Oh, Slay gives up the shield belt there. Interesting move. It looked like he may have just guessed wrong with where Anzuoff was going. Big combo though, jumping down. That's gonna send another rocket Anzuoff's way, and this is as low as Anzuoff's been all game. If that link gun can get a hold of him. Oh, dangerous move. That nice wall dodge saves him. Pulls out the sniper rifle. So dangerous decisions here by Slay. Still up though. Or excuse me, up top though. If he had fallen down there, that rocket may have taken him out. You saw him wall dodge over a rocket earlier. There's one big rocket, and the finishing rocket finally gets the kill there. Anzuoff was so weak for so long at 22 HP, didn't see the link gun to finish him off. Instead, juggles him with the rockets. And halfway through this one, we are tied right back up. Ooh, the rocket just misses by Slay. Anzuoff now with that 150 armor. Now he's going to be in control of this map. Going to set up the ambush on that 100. Does a little bit of damage, but still up to 71 armor is Slay. These players just trying to be the first one to hit that big shot. Anzuoff's got a huge armor advantage now. You hear him listening for those footsteps, trying to just guess, where is Slay gonna go? These players both playing some really methodical mind games with each other, doubling back. There's a lot of juking going on. And so right now we are basically dead even. You see 100 armor, 100 health for both players. A testament to how close and back and forth this map has been. Oh, but Anzuoff catching Slay, diving for that belt. Didn't have great timing on it. Anzuoff now has exact timing on it, and that could be absolutely huge if he can keep control of it, because we know both players are going to be contesting that shield belt as they have been all game, but shot after shot, Slay is just hitting. Anzuoff's going to be on the run. Slay has to be careful. He doesn't want to dive into any rockets, but he has him down to 36 HP. Now back up to 86. He has to be careful because now Slay can find himself with a health disadvantage, rather. Oh, a little bit of confusion there by Slay. Dove right into Anzuoff's face. Thought he heard him behind him. It was actually right in front of him, but neither player lands a shot there. A tense moment, bit of a haunted house moment there. The jump scares. Slay trying to keep the pressure up as we're under 3 minutes to go. He has to find an opportunity to get in. The Anzuoff right now is just not giving him any angles to attack. You see him now throwing rockets down every choke point that Slay tries to choose to go down. He does grab that shock rifle. That's going to be important. Some of this biggest damage this game has come from shock combos around corners. And we've seen so many games only come down to some last second rocket juggles, and now Slay's going to have the rockets as well as the shock. He's got all the tools he needs, and he turns the corner, and Anzuoff is right there. Rockets come out. He doesn't want to dive into a combo. Catches him again with rockets. This is an opportunity for Slay. Not able to capitalize. Hits a couple of shots, but Anzuoff actually coming away with that one with more health and armor. Slay a little bit out of position here. Takes a little bit of rocket damage, but still. 3 seconds to this belt spawns. Another combo from below, knocks him off it. Goes right back to it, but only 7 HP. He's got to be careful here. Anzuoff can take him down with one shot. And there it is, Anzuoff sending Slay away with under 2 minutes to go, and that might be the nail in the coffin. The way these players have been playing, it's going to be so difficult for Slay to get any opportunity to get into Anzuoff's face. Another combo, and that will probably do it. A minute and a half left to go. Take a quick look at the scoreboard. The stats basically dead even, and that's pretty much what we've seen. Anzuoff with a little bit more damage. Actually, significantly more damage. That's mostly been Slay having to chase him down the whole back half of this match. Anzuoff able to play his game and just bait him into rocket traps, shock traps. And one thing we saw really come up huge was the combos underneath the shield belt. We saw Slay run into 2 or 3 of those where he had position, and he might have even ended up with the shield belt, but Anzuoff making him eat a combo from below through that floor. We saw that happen multiple times. Maybe one of the things to look at to be the difference in this one. As it is map 1 going to Anzuoff 5-1. We will have, of course, best of 3 here, so Slay's gonna have at least one more opportunity to push it to a third map. We'll see what happens next. All right, looks like we're going to be jumping right into this one. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. And it's game time, baby. Connex 5 here with map 2 of Slay versus Anzuoff. Anzuoff taking map 1 on Leah with a chance to give his team another point in this matchup. Slay trying to force a map 3 by winning this one. So pressure at this point going to be all on Slay. Had a little bit of a lead last game, but then Anzuoff turned it around and was able to run away with it, just giving Slay no opportunities. Slay on the run early. We see that from his perspective. Anzuoff just pushing him away with shock primary. And that shock going to be such an important control weapon in this map. Especially the way we saw Anzuoff play last map, where he took the lead and was able to just push away Slay, throwing rockets, combos, and shock primary. Every time Slay tried to get an angle on him to catch up to him, got cut off. And of course, like I mentioned, those combos from below the shield belt on Leah were so huge at turning Slay away. You see him basically concede the first shield belt, giving it up in order to try to get back up to full health, gets himself 100 armor. So not a huge deficit right now with health and armor, especially with those health vials in his hand. So smart move there by Slay. They trade shots. Both players still pretty healthy though. Ooh, diving in there with a sniper rifle. Oh, a big combo. This is his opportunity. Misses that fall away shot, but Anzuoff stuck in the corner. Oh, and that was the shot Slay wanted. Had him lined up perfectly. Missing a few more in a row. Might have been a little bit frustrated with himself there, but now he's going to have to be careful here. He doesn't want to give up the first kill. So we saw what happens whenever Anzuoff gets the lead on him and plays from ahead. Slay is doing a great job, though, of circling back around, soaking up those health vials up top. That's 25 HP. That you just can't forget about, especially on top of your 100. And Anzuoff actually struggling to stay with his health topped off. And Slay earns himself a shield belt there, so no points on the board, but that was a win. The last minute and a half there or so for Slay was a minor victory for him, giving him an opportunity to get in front of this 100 armor, try to bait Anzuoff into his first death of this map. And you see these players just listening to each other, just trying to get that free damage. Neither player wanted to get caught out in the open. Ooh, such a meticulous gameplay style for both players. Oh, and Anzuoff dives in, pulls out the link gun. He's got the 100 armor. Slay actually has no flat cannon, but he does have rockets to try to push him away if he needs to. With that 50 armor grab, but the sniper shot right afterwards from Slay, that's going to give him time to back up, grab more health and armor. And, ooh, can't contest the belt. Look at that beautiful combo by Anzuoff, pushing him away, and now Slay on the run. And with a huge armor advantage, this could be Anzuoff's opportunity to try to go on the hunt. We'll see him chasing him down, but eats a combo. And these players has been back and forth, just baiting each other out. Every time you think one person's got an opportunity to get a kill, the other one just drills him with a shot, turns him away. Bait back and forth between these two, still 0-0. Approaching the halfway point of this one. Shield belt, though, solidly in Anzuoff's control. With a Slay down to 78 HP. Back up to 100, but still 68 armor. This could be the opportunity that Anzuoff needs to get in there and try to force a fight. Ooh, Slay diving at him with the link gun and the fall away sniper, so Slay whittling down that armor. Another couple shots. Anzuoff down to 39 HP. Slay's gonna go in and Anzuoff baits him into the health. So Anzuoff with 39 health there, able to get the first kill on the board halfway through this one. Slay with the big shots, but got a little too aggressive there, dove into the health packs. Anzuoff totally guessing right there. Erases him with that combo. Slay now diving in his face again, primary after primary. If he hits him one more time, he ties it right back up. So Slay betting all in on himself there. If he misses that shot, he's probably going to go down 2. Instead, he ties it up. Still looking really low on health, though. 2 seconds till that 100 armor spawns. Antuoff knows he's weak, trying to track him down. And there's 20 seconds until any armors spawn, so this is going to be a tough spot here for Slay. He's going to try to circle back around to the health packs and find some way to get back up to 100 HP. Grabs the 25 armor, but he really needs to grab either the 100 or the belt. 100 armor spawns in 3 seconds. Belt will be about 15 seconds afterwards, so Antuoff can control both of those if he wants. He's up to 170 over 150, so there's no way Slay's going to want to engage in a fight here, but it might be able to bait him into a combo to try to break down that armor stack just a little bit. You see that Slay not interested in fighting a fully stacked Antuoff. Does grab the shield belt though, so Slay there just in position, and then a couple of shock primaries, which we saw. The heavy aggression there got him the kill earlier. Antuoff now trapped in that 100 armor area. Slay just waiting to hear what he does. He has rockets he can pull out here if he wants. Sticks with the shock primary and just a guessing game at this point. And Antuoff on the run with 44 HP. Slay with his best opportunity of the game to take a lead, but can he cut him off and get to those health packs? Oh, just a split second late does damage him down to 12 HP. Slay taking damage of his own though. Surprise, no link guns came out there. There's the kill by Slay to take the lead. Beautiful combo and the follow up on the spawn. Doesn't get the spawn kill, but does push Antuoff away for a second, but Antuoff diving in there. Gets the kill and the belt, so back and forth these guys are going. And with under 3 minutes to go, we might see a little bit more aggressive play here. Things have broken wide open a little bit. Neither player able to run around with a huge armor stack anymore, and now, who's going to hit that key shot that gives him the lead right as time is winding down? So Slay, you see, running the map, picking up those health files again, trying to get stacked back up as even to Antuoff as he can without being predictable. He doesn't want to get caught diving to that 100 armor. It's such a predictable spot, so dangerous. Antuoff feeling pretty confident with his armor stack. Able to take that 100, pushes him away with one more shot, and this shield belt going to be so critical. Shield belt spawns. You see Antuoff opting to try to get the go-ahead kill here, not even going for that shield belt yet. Slay's going to have a chance to contest it. Antuoff gets away with it, so a little bit of a read on his opponent there, trying to see where he was going before deciding if he wanted that belt. Ooh, when he turns the corner, Slay's going to have an opportunity to keep him away from this 100 armor and grab it for himself. Antuoff missing that key shot there. That gives Slay an opportunity now with 135 over 100. Both players back up to a pretty safe place as far as health goes. Oh, and there's a huge combo on Slay in the follow-up primary. Slay standing in there trying to do some damage of his own. Both players down to 57 health. A little bit more armor for Antuoff. Slay on the run now. Anzu knows he just needs one more kill with under a minute to go, but he doesn't want to dive into anything. He's down to 11 health of his own. Slay now has a chance if he can track him down and get one more shot on him to take the lead. Oh, he gets surprised by him, turns the corner. The 180 combo takes him out. Still 5 seconds to the shield belt. If Antuoff can track him down here, he's one shot away from death. He's got to be careful. He's standing in there on that belt, and he goes down. The missed timing on the belt cost him, and now a tie game with 35 seconds left to go. And Slay with a huge gamble right there, trying to get that belt. Stood in there with low health, goes down. Antuoff had the timing, takes him out. And now he's got the opportunity to track him down and force the issue with 125 over 150. And a bit of an armor advantage here. Shots going back and forth. Anzuoff has control of this map. He might be content to play for overtime here rather than trying to be super aggressive. There's a big combo by Slay, but there's the overtime game. And now Anzuoff down to 48 health. We actually had him down to 23. See the corner traps there. Oh, and the shots by Slay. He caught Anzuoff in the corner. Had him dive straight ahead. Shield belt is up. Does Slay remember the timing of it? He catches him off the spawn. Gonna try to get the kill here to go up by 2. Has to be careful of that goo. Now that shield belt is up. Slay just wants this kill. Lincoln gonna put him up by 2 with a 1.5 to go, but that shield belt is up. If Anzuoff can beat him to it, and he does, it could be a big chance for Anzuoff to try to come back into this one. He still needs weapons, but at least he has armor. And there we go, that shock rifle coming up. Big fight over the 100 armor. Anzuoff lands the first combo. Not gonna give him a kill, but it will give him an opportunity to grab that armor and stand in here and force a fight. Only a minute to go. Anzuoff can't afford to die again, but he can't afford to run much either. Slay is 1 or 2 shots away from putting it out of reach. But Anzuoff still has an opportunity here. He just has to catch him out in the open. Nice timing of the shock rifle there. 1 shot down. Slay on the run. You see Anzuoff trying to guess where he's going to grab health. Ends up going up top. And that's going to be a little bit harder to chase down. Turns the corner, has him in his sights. Misses the combo there. Had him set up there. And Slay baits him into a combo of his own. And with that shot, that's going to put it away. So Slay with a furious fight in overtime takes this one 6-3. So what is map 3 going to be? I'm going to alt tab real quick to check it out. We've got Leah, ASDF, Erase on map 3. So this is going to be an interesting one. Maps are getting bigger and wider open as we progress here. So to recap, Leah, map 1 going to Anzuoff, map 2, Slay taking ASDF in overtime. It all comes down to this map now. And don't forget, of course, we've already played the 2v2 portion of this matchup. We skipped the 4v4 because of some scheduling issues. So we will be playing 4v4 after this duel concludes. And that'll finish us up for round 1 today of CC versus SAS. Here we go, players are ready. 3, 2, 1, and it's game time, baby. Connex 5 here with map 3, our second map 3 in a row. CC and SAS playing as close as possible here. Early first kill by Slay. Trying to assert himself early. We've seen the cat and mouse between these two players, both on Leah and ASDF. Slay able to come back in overtime and really assert some aggression. Looked like Slay's shock primary really kind of came alive in the second half of ASDF. This is a great map to roll that into if he can keep that accuracy up there. Baits him into a combo. That's going to give him the lead early on. Anzuoff's going to spawn over by that 50 armor. Excuse me, the 25 armor, rather. But a quick 2-0 lead. And Anzuoff trying to answer with some rockets. Slay doing a great job of controlling that shock rifle. Keeping it for himself. That's the weapon he's going to want to keep away from Anzuoff. Such a mid-range map. You see Anzuoff waiting for that shock rifle to spawn. Slay denies him yet again. I believe we did hear it spawn behind him. He's going to go for the follow-up kill. And there he goes, snatching it up yet again. Kicking it old school, complete weapon denial so far. More importantly, though, a 3-0 lead. I think this is the biggest lead Slay's had outside of the very end of overtime last map. Ooh, and the Link chase down is real. Anzuoff surviving with 16 HP. Slay answers right back with the Enforcer kill. Smart move spawning and diving between him and those health bubbles, not allowing him to get healed up. Oh, a huge combo in the follow-up, pinning him to the wall. Slay looking really, really under control and confident right now. After what was definitely an intense overtime on map 2, trying to keep himself alive in this one. Slay rolling that momentum so far into map 3. And just anticipating Anzuoff's movements so far, doing a great job controlling the shock rifle. Pinning him back with those combos. Nice movement there. You see him still pushing him away from that shock rifle. So Anzuoff able to get a sniper rifle, but still no shock rifle. Slay certainly has a game plan this map. And so far has been executing it flawlessly. We'll see if Anzuoff, though, we'll go look at his perspective. Getting in his face with rockets. Doesn't work out there, but with rockets and sniper, Anzuoff might be able to find a way to get in on Slay, but those combos are just pushing him away. So we do see Anzuoff able to grab a shock rifle finally, and that shield bell, but takes some damage up off that lift jump. So dangerous to be in midair. So you see the the cat and mouse game, which we've seen from these two all matchups so far. A lot of waiting, anticipating, trying to get that big ambush combo damage. Really wanted to open up the other player before jumping into them. Slay getting a couple shots there, but Anzuoff with the fall away shock primary. Important damage there, because that's going to turn Slay away. That said, we're almost halfway through this one, so Anzuoff's going to have to make a move of his own here. Oh, he's on top with rockets. Only 57 damage, though. Oh, the big combo by Slay. Taking out Anzuoff. Seems like he's just been one step ahead so far this map. And there's the follow-up. The spawn kill, giving himself a killing spree. Anzuoff can take him out with one shot if he can catch him, but getting in his face with rockets, finally getting a kill. But 2 kills to 1 trade there. Slay's gonna be perfectly okay with that. Halfway through this one, a 6 frag lead. And another one for Slay, who's just on a roll now. Still not even 5 minutes in and up 8. 10 frags in less than 5 minutes. Slay looking very aggressive, but Anzuoff answers right back with that combo, so see if he can put something together and make this one close. Oh, Link versus Shock over that shield belt area. Back and forth. And you see these long-range shock battles, and that's really going to slow the game down, which Slay is going to be perfectly okay with. A, he knows he can compete with them, standing toe-to-toe with him with the shock and shock duels long range like that. Oh, and the anti-combo takes him out, so we're down to a 5 frag lead. Anzuoff definitely making it interesting. As I was saying, Slay perfectly content to slow this game down and run out the clock. combos coming back and forth, but Anzuoff really waiting for his opportunity here to open up the game. And Slay really looking like Anzuoff in map 1, which is just turning him away every time Anzuoff tries to pick a cutoff point, tries to head through a choke point. Ooh, almost a big combo there by Anzuoff, but Slay dodges it. But yeah, every time he tries to make that fight happen. Oh, but there's a big combo, so Slay now has to be on the run. Anzuoff with an opportunity to chase him down. One more shot away. They're making this a 4-frag game. Had the shot he wanted, but grabs that 100 armor right before, and Slay, 9 HP, getting away. So Anzuoff just chipping away. But he spent the last couple minutes chasing him down, doing damage bit by bit. He's going to need to accelerate the process if he wants to come back in this one. Shield Belt does go to Anzuoff, chasing him off of that, so Slay's going to be on the run again, down to 50 HP. Oh, Slay getting caught out in the open here. That Link Gun's going to be able to chase him down. 4 frags to go with under 3 minutes. This is totally doable by Anzuoff. Missing the jump there, not really going to cost him much. The question is Slay going to be able to avoid him? See, Link Gun versus Link Gun. Anzuoff's going to win that fight, but he is going to have to take the time to heal back up now. See these two bouncing around. Slay with the turn away sniper shot. That's going to send Anzuoff back to the shield belt. But with under 2 minutes to go, he's out of time for run, and Anzuoff's going to have to catch up to Slay somehow. You see the rockets around the corner. Has a chance, had him pinned into the corner, but the rockets answering right back from Slay. And Anzuoff's going to have to just stand in. 2 great shock primary shots. But he is running out of time. Oh, catches him in midair. Slay with a dangerous lift jump. Oh, Anzuoff guesses right here. It's a little bit of damage on him, but he's going to try to chase him down the lift. Has that Link Gun on him. This is going to be a huge fight here. He gets the kill, only down to 18 health. Slay trying to finish him off, and the health packs aren't there. And the health bubbles being gone ends Anzuoff's run there. And that may be the turning point right there in his comeback. You see Slay smacking him down with a combo. Anzuoff can't afford to die anymore. He's got to try to pick his spots here, but he's running out of time. And the big combo, that's going to do it. And Slay really front running this one the whole time. Again, looked a lot like Anzuoff on Leah, just taking a lead and forcing his opponent to try to run into his spam pretty much the whole game. Anzuoff still kind of trying to make the comeback happen, but with 30 seconds to go, Slay is going to hang on to this one, losing map 1, coming back to win map 2 in overtime. And it looks like he's going to just hang on. And there you go. 10-13 is going to be the final score, but really Slay in control that whole map. Great job with that methodical playstyle, and SAS just holds on there. Remember, map 2 was in overtime. Slay had to come back to win that one with the clutch shots, pushing it to map 3, taking that one back for SAS, who have now gotten their second point of this matchup. And now we're going to be heading into the 4v4 TDM portion where there's 2 more points up for grabs. And we're going to let them get that server set up and take a quick break. We'll be back with you in just a second. All right, looks like this game is up. We're jumping right back into this one, y'all. You see the lineups there for CC. Not really a surprise. We just saw a very close duel game go into 3 games. Anzuoff losing out. We saw Reeve giving Snatch all it can handle as well in the duel. And it connects and repeat, of course, taking the 2v2 against SAS. So a very intriguing matchup here for these 4v4 games. We've got 2 maps coming up, each one worth a point in this matchup. And big implications for the league here. We knew we were going to have a close one. SAS #1 in the league. Top rank had not lost a match yet, and that is to say they hadn't lost a single point. We're perfect. The 2v2 earlier, the first time they've dropped a game, just to show you how dominant they've been this season so far. CC, though, in 3rd place of their own, so we knew that they were going to be a tough matchup. And showing it so far, as even the games SAS has won have not been easy. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have Snatch be the 4th for SAS. Wouldn't call it shocking, but they do have Eiko on deck. We have seen them swap him in a couple of times here. We saw him playing in the 2v2. We've seen Eiko come in, actually, I think on deck last play week, if I'm not mistaken. I think he took Wolverine's spot on this map. I'm not sure if he comes in, you know, when a player maybe has other obligations or having some performance issues, or if it's a strategic thing, but some interesting moves to be made there to see what happens. So right now, expect largely probably a pretty consistent playstyle from SAS. We've seen them. Snatch likes to run the top of maps. You're going to see Wolverine running a lot of the power-ups in this map. He often will try to control the jump boots and use that then to try to stack shield belt and amp. And again, CC has been giving them all they can handle so far in this matchup. Looks like we're going to be getting started here soon and see how this one plays out. All right, here we go. Players are ready. 3, 2, 1, and it's game time, baby. Connex 5 here with CC versus SAS. 4v4 portion of this matchup. It's been back and forth all throughout all the matches so far. Connex still on fire. We've seen him be so confident with his hit scan aim so far in this matchup. Looking really good in the 2v2. They ended up taking that first point of the season from SAS, of course. Frag M, though, you see him laying down the Enforcer Fire, protecting himself there. A pretty even start, and so kind of the chaos of early on this one as both teams try to assert themselves and get set. You see Snatch running up top, not surprising. Wolverine opting to join him up top. Wolverine will probably end up playing a little bit more in the pit area once they get established. You see Connex and Reeve trying to snipe them. Interesting thing about deck, since there's 2 snipers, 2 shocks, you're going to have a lot of hit scan running around the map. Shots coming out. You see Reeve here chasing down Wolverine in the pit. So tough when you get stuck in there. So we have an amp popping soon. You do have 100 armor next. We'll take a look at the pit fighting. Slay with 3 kills in a row with those rockets. Absolutely destroying everyone in the pit. And look at that. Everyone on CC going down in a quick 7 frag lead now for SAS. We've seen that before, just how quickly they can get on a roll. See that cover fire coming from Slay over to that amp. 2 CC players trying to grab it, looking for an opportunity. Connects goes down. Reeve finally gets his hands on it. So they had 3 players there to CC and still gave up 2 kills trying to grab that amp. Ellen Snatch with the AoE kill with that stinger. So even when they got the amp, smart play by SAS completely neutralized it. Now Snatch has a chance to go on a run of his own, grabbing that belt with the amp underneath it. 2 kills in a row there. Oh, and the pancake kill, the double kill by Snatch with the shock and his butt. Interesting weapon combo there. We'll see if they keep that combo in for season 2. But right now, a 15 frag lead for SAS, 16 now, and we've seen how quickly they can run away with games once they get on top. We'll see if CC can turn it back around. Flat coming out there. You do see the instant kill. Let's move over, though, to the shield belt. So vulnerable in this map, especially in a 4v4 situation. When both teams have timing on it, there's going to be shock combos and all sorts of mess falling down there. You see, though, Reeve able to grab it untouched. Amp spawning as well, so CC maybe losing a little bit of control of that shield belt. Anzuoff does take that amp, and it looks like a couple of kills from Reeve, so there you go. This is what CC needed to do with 4 quick kills there. And map control now firmly in CC's hands. Can they turn this into kills, though, and take back control of this game? Only 5 HP on this amp run. Doesn't want to cough it back up, but with only 8 seconds to go, he may decide to be aggressive. Goes down, but not much loss there. Map control flipped right back around in favor of CC, so what can they do with it? That is the question. You see Reeve going down, and everyone on CC just went down, so SAS with the quick answer. Again, we've seen that from SAS before. When they're in control, they can churn out kills like nobody else. And whenever they're down, they don't panic. They always find a way to regroup. You do see a shield belt grab there. One thing we haven't seen is Wolverine get into a groove yet of grabbing those shield belt, via jump boots, and then heading over to shield belt, and then sometimes amp on top of that. More of these amps have been dropped down onto from above, so we're seeing a lot more fighting from above, sort of that classic sniping down from up top. In fact, Wolverine has mostly been playing up there. Him and Snatch have kind of been running up there, dedicating more resources to that top area than we sometimes see them do. Working out so far, obviously, as they're up 18 about a third of the way into this one. Amp goes to Wolverine, another uncontested amp. And that's going to be a problem if CC can't get themselves in position to at least throw some spam down towards these power-ups. Looks like we're going to see a throw of the amp. Oh, he may not have it bound. Nope, there it goes. Amp's going to get thrown to Snatch, who has more health and a sniper up. He's going to dive down into the teeth of the enemy. Missing a couple key shots there. Does get one, but goes down. A couple of seconds left on that amp. Don't think Reeve's going to have much time to do anything with it. Things are getting messy down there in the pit. The dual enforcer's so scary. But 2 snipes in a row gets him the kill. Oh, Reeve finally goes down to that enforcer, but not before getting a couple kills of his own. But unfortunately for CC, SAS just giving him nothing to work with now. Almost back up to a 20 kill lead. We're not even halfway through this one. So 12 seconds till this belt spawns. We'll see who gets in position for it. Again, we've seen a lot of emphasis on controlling high mid for SAS. They're going to have people ready to drop down onto it. You do see Slay over there with jump boots as well, so he can grab that and get out of harm's way if he wants. The opposite drop down, takes a rocket, couple of rockets. So Reeve makes him pay a little bit, but ends up getting the kill. Amp is going to be up as well. We'll head up to here. See Snatch drop down on it. He's been doing most of the amp running for SAS this game. Not a huge departure, but we have definitely seen games where Wolverine gets fed those amps. In this case, it seems to mostly be Snatch. He tends to have a sniper rifle in his hands for being up top, so not entirely surprising, but see a slight departure in gameplay so far. Either way, it's working out as they're now up to a 27 frag lead. We approach the halfway point of this one. With sniper shots back and forth. You see Connects trying to take pot shots up top. But then Wolverine joining him up there and just pushing them away. So a pretty classic setup here for SAS. Just circling around up top, trying to take shots at everyone they see. And CC really doesn't have an answer so far. Amp's gonna spawn in 5 seconds. Let's go take a look at the fight around that. See Fragam going down to Reeves Enforcer. So CC once again in position for Amp. But with that top area under SAS's control, they've really been pushing them away from it. Fragam with a couple flat kills, and there's Wolverine with an Amp run. So even when CC contests Amp, they haven't really gotten a clean grab in a while. So credit SAS, not just controlling the map for the sake of it, turning that into power-ups and kills as well. So important in 4v4. Oh, the mid-air 200 damage amped rocket. We got a little bit of time to the power of spawn. We'll take a quick look at the scoreboard here. Not a surprise to see double the amp time for SAS. 6-2 shield belt, so really all the stats so far in SAS's favor. But most importantly, the score. Connects somehow with a positive ratio, despite being down by 37. This, of course, though, I think was a map that SAS is pretty well favored on at this point. See the nice grab there with the jump boots by Wolverine. This is more of what we expected to see Wolverine doing, running around. Ooh, nice headshot there to take him out, though. Excuse me, that wasn't a headshot, just a normal sniper shot. But and another amp grab there, so you see that, and look at that, everyone on WC going down, or excuse me, CC going down. WV grabbing that amp. Doesn't even really have any targets at this point, because they are just running this map at this point. Up by 41 with 5 minutes to go. Eats a rocket. And Slay has a couple of seconds of amp left. And everyone going down there. Pretty much just all trades at this point, but 10 seconds till the belt. Let's see, boots are up, so we'll see if anyone decides to run through the pit and grab those boots. Wolverine gonna do just that. Oh, actually doesn't seem to be getting in position for that belt. Interesting move. He does win that Stinger battle, and now he's gonna have that belt in his hands. We'll follow along with him. We do still have 40 seconds till this amp, so bit of a transitional period here. And so far from what we're seeing, didn't take long for SAS to assert control of this map, and CC just has been unable to knock them off of it. Trading kills here and there, but no real opportunities for CC to set up Every time they steal a power-up, every time they knock SAS off of their positions, they regroup, SAS does rather, able to knock them right back off of theirs, take control of the map back, and just go back to churning out those kills. Shield Belt gonna spawn, and in typical Wolverine fashion, we do see him controlling boots, both power-ups, timing all 3 items, and just running through the map. So we do have about 15 seconds to the 100 armor spawns. A couple of minutes ago, Connects was still a positive net. Now he's -8. That gives you any idea of just how quickly SAS can run away with the game and how much they can churn out those kills. Just a good indication there if you didn't believe me already. So Amp is up. Let's see if anyone's in position for it. CC has really had a tough time. You do see CC, though, does get a kill. Pretty much everyone on SAS went down there, so they'll have an opportunity here to try to make a play on this Amp. See SAS all over the lower Amp area. Oh, the flat ball misses him. Excuse me, mystifies him in mid-air there. And Snatch somehow comes away with that Amp. So everyone on SAS died. They regrouped that Amp, and they were still able to push CC away and get the grab. And that's just kind of indicative of how this whole game has gone. So Slay gets this last few seconds of this Amp run, and that will be... We will see one more Amp for a little bit before we finish this one off. It looks like this one's pretty much decided at this point. SAS coming back looking very strong after some very close duel matchups, and then, of course, CC taking the 2v2 portion of this. So the 3rd point of this week going to SAS. Each 4v4 map, again, is its own point. We'll have one more 4v4 to finish this matchup up, however. We'll see if CC can try to take another map. If they can take a second map, which is the second 4v4 map from SAS, then that would have absolutely massive implications for the season rankings when you consider that All-Stars has also only given up 2 points so far. And All-Stars, of course, playing later today. If they could be perfect this week, and CC could take the next 44 TDM map, things get very interesting. But, of course, first things first, we're going to finish this map off in the last 20 seconds and see what CC can do in the last map of this matchup. So not much to really speak of there. You pretty much see the scoreboard, and that's going to tell the tale. SAS controlling the top and controlling the pit. CC occasionally had opportunities to steal some power-ups, but just couldn't really make anything happen with them. 12-2 shield belt is pretty dominant, specifically for deck, because it's such an available power-up. And of course, you see almost 3 times the amount of amp time. Eiko now going to come in. And we're gonna play the Rankin musical chairs game again. So I'm gonna send you back to that intermission screen, get Rankin downloaded.